Hello, my name is Jonathan Dexter. I play the cello with the Pennsylvania Chamber Orchestra. I want to talk today about the Gossec Gavotte. The first measure has 8 short eighth notes, and I want to talk some detail about how we want to play those short notes. I want to go from just having a pressed stroke and try to turn it into something that's a little bit more delicate. Right? With a good attack or front end of the note, a little bit of drag, and then something to reattach. Three parts to the bow stroke: the attack, the middle portion, and then how the note finishes and prepares for doing it again. So attack, middle, end. I want to try to get a D sound that's not too much of a crackly k, but a duh at the beginning of the note, and then I want the note to have some nice sound in the middle, ba, and then finish off without a sudden stop. So not a sudden stop, but something that decays. And then freeze and get ready for the next one. All right, so let's talk about this attack. I've heard this called wiggle and go, and I like that term a lot. Let's put the bow on the string and see if you can move it from side to side or wiggle the string, right? And then pull it all the way to the side, and then just relieve that pressure. Just come up. Okay, now let's do it and move. Right, some pressure and then move. And then reapply the pressure and go the other way. Right, great. Now let's do it a little faster. Oops, not a very good one. You hear it was a little on the up bow. That was more like it, right? Spiky on there on the up bow again. So this is very sensitive. Maybe I should come up here a little bit. Maybe I should go down there a little bit. We can try out different places. And then drag a little bit. So great. Now the next step would be to do 12 or 16 of these per bow, all the way from the frog to the tip. And I feel like if you do this for a little bit as a warm-up, you feel like you have great control all the way through the bow. And what I'd like you to do is to go from frog to tip on the D string, and then frog to tip on the A string over and over as well, to practice what it feels like to have to go frog to tip with the clicks on the D string and on the A string. I want a quick note that when you do change strings, let's practice this exercise with basically flat hair all the way from frog through the tip. It is not necessarily critical that your technique always have your hair flat to the string. There's many reasons to move it around and be flexible about this. However, we want to develop string crossings that are being achieved with your arm moving around, not your wrist moving up and down. And if you're not moving your arm, then you're going to move your wrist and change your bow stroke. So we want to be able to work on our clicks and we develop this good bow technique, and then just swing it up and have it feel the same. If you just did it with your wrist, it won't feel the same. All right, we want to go up with the arm. All right, okay, cool. So that's the reason for the flat hair being important as we do our clicks. Okay, so clicks, let's see, we would do 16. Trying to make all the clicks sound identical from the frog all the way to the tip. described the articulation for the dotted staccato eighth notes in the Gavotte. Now let's talk about what happens in measure 2. You have short and stout, but longer than the eighth note, quarter notes. I would like them to actually have the same principle of an attack, a middle that is decaying, and a stop, right? But it just uses up more bow. And let's pay some attention to being straight as you roll across from the G string to the A string. You can practice that on the bridge, with the bow on the bridge. Try rolling over and see what happens with your arm when you do it. And then try it out here at the tip, because it's gonna cover a much greater distance for your right arm doing that. And then we'll see how, let's try how that feels again. It's a real reach out there. So up here, right? And this happens over and over and over again in the piece that we hop from low string to high string. We'll make sure the arm's doing it, not the wrist. Okay, good. Special note, a lot of students trip on measure 20. I would pull out the metronome and make sure measure 20 is up to speed. The use of extreme rhythms, slow, slow, fast, slow, fast, slow, fast, slow, and then the opposite, fast, slow, fast, slow. Actually get some practice on the string crossing before it and after it at various speeds. So I recommend doing a lot of work with the rhythms, those extreme rhythms, slow, fast, and fast, slow, on measure 20 to help get measure 20 up to speed. Now I have prepared this cello accompaniment to play along with. Enjoy, and this is to work on the string attack, release with drag, and then freeze, and do it again the other way, bow stroke. 98 BPM doesn't leave a lot of time for your bow to reattach. I recommend starting at a slower speed with the metronome and just working your way on up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, ready, go!